Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name is Stuart. I'm a practicing psychotherapist from the UK and I specialise in working with people who have experienced all kinds of trauma. And in these videos I give my reactions, my thoughts and my opinions to music that you have pointed me towards. First of all, just a quick thank you for all the comments and support I've had recently. It's really much appreciated. Thank you so much. And it's also really amazing to see people talking to each other in the comments and offering support and encouragement about these really sensitive issues that I think need to be discussed. I've also had loads of requests, which is cool. So more NF, more Ren, 21 Pilots who I've not come across before, Johnny Cash, Linkin Park, Korn, Eminem, Juice WRLD, again, who I've not come across before. And I'm slowly working through them. But today's song comes from a viewer who's written, "Hi Stuart, enjoying your reaction so far. Thank you very much. I saw someone else react to, and I had to look this up, look up the pronunciation, XXXTentacion. Everybody dies in their nightmares, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this." So that's what I'm going to do today. It's today's track. I've never heard anything from this artist before. I don't know anything about them, and I'm really excited to be hearing something new. And it also looks like they have a lyric video, which is massively helpful for me because some of these artists are so quick in their delivery. Right, let's get started.
Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling love. That's why I said it on my face that I'm down numb. Only time you come my mind when I'm all alone. That's why I'm never really alone in the nighttime. Change hoes like clothes, I can get attached. Cause these hoes 5 starters like lit matches. I've been feeling really lost, looking all attachments. I don't really go outside cause I hate traffic. I don't wanna go outside, get caught in traffic.
Right, okay, it's another really quick one. Let me just go back and hear some of this again. In fact, I might stop it with the words on.
Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling love. That's why I said it on my face that I'm down numb. Only time you come on.
The only time I feel pain is when I'm feeling love. And oh my gosh, I just spoke about this yesterday in my NF All I Have reaction. The things we want the most, the things that are most valuable and meaningful to us, are the things that cause us the most pain. That's why they're painful. And you can't separate those things. They're like two sides of the same coin that come together. They both come together and can't be separated. And he says he has it tatted on his face. Is that literally because face tattoos aren't uncommon as a way to express what's going on the inside and show it on the outside? Although it feels to me as a very brave way to show vulnerability. Does he mean metaphorically, as in that phrase when someone says, you know, how you feel is written all over your face. You can just kind of see it on someone. Go back a few
in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling love. That's why I said it on my face that I'm down numb. Only time you come my mind when I'm all alone. That's why I'm never really alone in the nighttime. Change hoes like clothes, I can get attached. Cause these hoes
never really alone in the nighttime. I'm guessing that's because he has his thoughts with him. Those thoughts that just go round and round and round that you can't get away from because they are part of you. And if those thoughts are really negative and really self-critical and judgmental, then this can spiral massively out of control and into distress. Change hose like clothes, I can't get attached. So he changes his relationship, he changes the people he has relationships with. He doesn't get too close to anyone. And my mind immediately asks, what's happened to him? Someone who he was close to has hurt him, and he's now trying to protect himself from that experience again. You know, who would blame him? Whether that was a parent or a carer or someone he's had an intimate relationship with, but whoever, they have hurt him so badly he doesn't want to risk going through that again. And the easiest way to mitigate that risk, so to reduce that risk, is you just don't get back in another relationship. And I wonder if he says fire starters like lit matches, he means it starts a chain of events. Now, it's hard to stop fires. They pick up momentum. They can get out of control very quickly. Is this what he's saying? That if he tried a relationship again, then he would get out of control really quickly? Or maybe the relationship would get out of control really quickly? I'm not sure. I don't know much about him.
when I'm all alone. That's why I'm never really alone in the nighttime. Change hoes like clothes, I can get attached. Cause these hoes fire starters like lit matches. I've been feeling really lost, looking all attachments. I don't really go outside cause I hate traffic. I don't wanna go outside, get caught in traffic.
I don't want to go outside because I hate traffic. I don't want to go outside and get caught in traffic. So it sounds like he's not just avoidant of relationships, but now he's avoidant of other things. And I'm guessing he doesn't mean literal traffic, but he means maybe generally the busyness of life, or whether he's talking just, in general terms, he's just avoiding stuff that he hates and he doesn't want to get caught up in the stuff that he hates. But if you come across something that happens every day, like traffic, when you get caught in it, when you get stuck in it, the easiest way for that not to happen is to just avoid it completely. But there's a trade-off here. The more you avoid, the more you self-isolate, the more your world shrinks and gets smaller. And when your world shrinks and gets smaller, you then isolate yourself more and avoid more, and then your world shrinks even smaller until it's so small you start questioning things like, what's the point, and is this really a fulfilling life for me? And this is surprisingly common. I come across this all the time in my comments, but it's really, really difficult to get out of, especially by yourself, because you don't really notice it happening at first.
Alone in the nighttime, change hoes like clothes, I can get attached. Cause these hoes fire starters like lit matches. I've been feeling really lost, looking all attachments. I don't really go outside cause I hate traffic. I don't wanna go outside, get caught in traffic. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the night.
That chorus, tired of feeling like I'm trapped in my mind, feeling like I'm wrapped in a lie, and life is a game. It's so repetitive. The lines repeating over and over and over again, and that beat and the sample underneath it looping over and over and over again. That's what it's like, isn't it? When these thoughts just go round and round and round, and sometimes they just replay over and over, that they're just there all the time, no matter what you're doing. They're just either in the background looping over and over, or they're screaming at you and taking all your attention over and over. These repetitive negative thoughts are a real struggle to get through, especially because they maintain themselves, but they also compound, because you can have these thoughts, but then you can have almost this other layer of thoughts where you are being judgmental and self-critical about those original thoughts you were having. And that's a really, really hard cycle to break again. And he's trapped in his mind with these thoughts and loops. He can't get out. And maybe some, what if questions about stuff that has happened before, and kind of, questioning things and getting caught up in that. And he's wrapped in a lie, and I don't know anything about him, but is this a lie about the expectation of what life is like? Or is it a lie in terms of like literally other people lying and his experience of other people lying to him, which has led to these attachment difficulties? And it feels like a game. Maybe he means that, this isn't real for him, or he has no control over what happens, or he feels people are trying to control him like a character in a game. Really interesting. But I'll tell you one thing, you can hear the pain in his voice. It's not so monotonous. It's so quick and constant and repetitive, but you can hear the struggle and the pain in there. It's really, really powerful. Let's go back a little bit.
My life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life is a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna
I can hear the pain.
Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime.
take a breath. It's really moving, isn't it? That don't go to sleep, stay up. I think that's sung by someone else, or it's supposed to sound like someone else, or it's a sample. Are they singing it to him? Don't go to sleep to try and get rid of all this pain. Please stay with us. Oh. Hi, editing Stu here. So I filmed this bit after my reaction as I wanted to check out the line about his face tattoo. And I came across this website called Body Art Guru, and they had this information. So there's an alone tattoo, as in the word alone, above his left eyebrow, and there's some meaning here. So XXXTentacion had an alone tattoo just above his left eyebrow, and in an interview, he said all of his tattoos are self-explanatory. He defined the concept behind his alone tattoo, and he said that alone is the biggest concept for me. Alone is literally my idealization. People, whether they are in relationships or among thousands of people, you are still alone. Your lies are not known to the people. Your sins are not known to the people. Nobody knows your story. Nobody knows your feelings. And therefore, nobody really understands you. Hence, we are all alone. So, he's saying that we just share with people what we want them to see. And that leads to people not being real. And that just reinforces the difficulty with relationships. The fact that no one really ever knows the real you or the whole you, including the thoughts in your mind and your experiences. And if he's thinking about himself that way, he's probably thinking he doesn't know other people in that way. He doesn't know the real other people, or what they're thinking, what's going through their minds and what they're experiencing. And I guess, if we think about social media and how this is all connected, we see people on, Instagram and Facebook, and they're just showing, the one photo that looks perfect out of thousands that they might have taken. You don't see the real people. You just see this manufactured, engineered stuff. And that's just on a very superficial level. Never mind what it's like to actually get in a relationship with someone and not actually know or think that you're not really getting the true them. That must be so difficult to live with. I need to know more about this. What's the backstory here? There's got to be one. They've packed so much into one relatively short song in terms of the emotion, how the voice sounds. It sounds painful, like he's experiencing pain. Repetitive nature of the lines and the music, mimicking those repetitive thoughts. And then the actual content, the actual words of the lyrics. Very, very powerful stuff. And I love it when I come across artists like this that I've never heard of before. Thanks so much for sharing this one with me. I would like to hear more of this artist, so if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments. Is there a story here? Is there a journey to go through? Is there an order to listen to this, like there is with my current NF journey that I'm going through? And what's really exciting is I'm finding this whole new world out there with all of these people's stories, and I'm absolutely loving it. I haven't been this into music probably since the 90s, to be honest. And actually, currently that's all I really listen to, but I'm finding all this cool stuff now. And thank you for coming on this journey with me. I love having this little community behind me and seeing me react and giving me recommendations. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.